Shalom Yisrael, first and foremost, all
Probably
honors,
seen those
glories, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to our elders and apostles of great milestone, salutations to the elect Akim across the globe that are doing the work in truth and in sincerity and in charity, and Shalom to the few sincere Aqua that are watching, listening, and learning. This is Daniel Abba here from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. Yahweh Ratazah coming back at you with another edifying video. Just want to do response video to this guy's channel, Testify Apologetics, and basically, another scoffer. But I'm just gonna play this. It's a short clip. I'm just gonna play it. But the question, the title of this little short clip is, I don't. This one question leaves a Muslim. I think it's this one on here on the bottom. Hebrew Israelites debunked in 1 minute. But let me just play it real quick.
street preachers claiming African Americans are the true Israelites.
And African Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites. We don't identify as Africans because we're not Africans. All right. There's a difference between the Africans, all right, and and the Negroes here in America. All right, those Africans, they're Hamites. All right, and the so-called Negroes you see here in America. All right, those are the real Hebrew Israelites. We're two different races of people. We're not the same people, man. We don't identify as African. All right, so he's going off on that. The Hamites, they sold us into slavery. All right, but that's a whole nother topic. But let me just continue to play the video.
Pointing to Deuteronomy 28:68 as their proof. Let's set the record straight. That verse talks about returning to Egypt by ships.
And he has no understanding of the scriptures. The Lord ain't dealing with this guy. It sounds like an Edomite. I'm not sure. Who this guy is. Behind his channel.
That verse talks about
the Bible is written in parables. All right. And like the scripture says, he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. All right. But I'm just gonna continue
to Egypt by ships. After Jerusalem fell in 70 AD, many Jews were literally shipped off to Egypt and sold as slaves. This directly fulfills the prophecy in its historical context. But here's the thing: the verse also says, "But no one will buy you."
I'll get to that in a second.
During the transatlantic slave trade, enslaved Africans were in high demand. They were bought and sold extensively. This fact doesn't line up with the prophecy at all. Plus, Deuteronomy 28 lists numerous curses for disobedience.
And, yeah.
Cherry-picking one verse while ignoring the rest of Deuteronomy.
And we don't ignore the rest of Deuteronomy 28, man. We're bringing out the whole chapter, man. We always go into the curses, starting at verse 15, 16, all the way to 68. We always bring the curses out, man. You read from 15 to 68, the descriptions talking about the curses, man. What race or what group of people does that description fit, man? The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. All right, that's our life on a daily basis, man. The Lord put us under the curses because we disobeyed him. Now you see us here in the captivity, all jacked up, man. But yeah, we bring out all the curses, man. I don't know what he's talking about, man. All right.
28 is a surefire way to misinterpret the text. So while these groups accuse others of being fake Jews, they're really just cosplaying as Jews themselves. Plus,
all right, and the real Jews are the so-called Negroes, man. Those people occupying our land, claiming to be the real Jews. They're not the real Jews, man. You can read Isaiah. You're gonna get it. We'll get it real quick. Do Isaiah chapter 1 and verse chapter 2. I'll start at verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. And those mountains talking about, this government. All right. And Israel is going to be on top of these other nations, man, of these other governments, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. All right. And Ever since those fake issues, man, came into the land of Israel, these nations are not flowing into the land of Israel. All right, a lot of these nations are starting to hate that nation, man. All right, is Israel. All right, but reading on, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of Yahweh, the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways. All right, and those small hats, they ain't teaching the Lord's ways to these other nations, man. They're not enforcing the laws upon these nations, man. All right, in their land, they have LGBTQ parade every year, and that's in the Old Testament. It talks about if man lies with mankind, he shall be put to death. As lies with mankind as he lies with a woman, he shall be put to death, man. All right, and there's a lot of what is the word I'm looking for? A lot of cues um, to prove that those issues ain't the real in our land ain't the real Jews, man. But for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. That's not happening, man. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. It's not happening. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. All right, and this is the big point right here, man. And nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. All right, and ever since those issues got into the land of Israel, man, there's been nothing but war, a lot of destruction, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of people losing their life. All right, that's a big cue, to the fact that those issues occupying our land is not the real. They're not the Lord's chosen people. They're not the real Jews, man. All right, going back into the video.
Plus, according to the Apostle Paul, under the New Covenant, a true Jew is one who is inwardly a Jew, whose circumcision is by the Spirit.
But yeah, I'm gonna go into that Deuteronomy 28 and 8. 28 and 68 Salak, and it reads, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. All right, and when we were in captivity in Egypt under Pharaoh, all right, when the Lord let us out, man, we walked all the way to the land of Israel, all right, where, Canaan, the Hamites were dwelling. All right, we walked there. All right, we didn't have to go take a ship there, man. All right. By the way, thereof. So what Egypt is talking about, man? It's talking about America, man. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. All right. So this is talking about America. Egypt means straits, and bondage. And America's a strait. We're in straits. We're in bondage. Hardcore slavery, all over again, man. By the word thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. All right, and what again? The land of Israel, man. We're going to be here in captivity till the Lord comes back. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. All right, and that's what happened to, Judah, man. All right. They were sold on auction blocks. All right, they were bond, families separated. All right. And no man shall buy you, which basically, that no man shall buy you is nobody's gonna redeem us out of this captivity, man. All right, the Lord is only gonna be the only one to get us out this captivity, man. All right, it's the book of Micah 4 and 10. And hey, these people don't have understanding of the scriptures, man. Whoever is behind that channel sounds like a AI robot or something, and they just type in what they want to say, and they have the AI robot speak, man. But whoever that person is behind the screen, man, hey, he has no understanding of the Bible, man. All right, be in pain, Micah 4 and 10. Be in pain, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. All right, aka America, man. Babylon, the land of confusion. All right. There thou shalt be delivered, and Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. All right. And the only one that's going to be able to redeem us from this captivity is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man. Not these nations. Nobody's going to be able to redeem us or save us out this captivity, buy us out, man, but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man. You know, that's our only hope. All right. Is for the Lord to redeem us, man. Buy us out, man. All right. I'll get my next scripture. Isaiah 52 and 2. And it reads, shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Shake thyself from the dust, rise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith Yahweh, ye have sold yourself for naught. And yeah, man, we sold ourselves for nothing, man. You know, we done gone off, sin against the Lord. The Lord put the curses upon us, jacked us up, man, and He gave us over to our enemies, man. You know, specifically, He saw. Now we're here, this day here in America, in captivity, man, all fucked up, man. And ye shall be redeemed without money. And the Lord's gonna be the only one to redeem us, man, out of this captivity, save us out of this captivity, man. The Lord's the one that's gonna come back with His chariot and save us, man, from America, man. All right, you know, these heathens, nobody's gonna be able to redeem us but the Lord, man. All right, and you know that's the breakdown to Deuteronomy 28 and 60, or it's like 28 and 68, I believe, right? Yeah, but you know, yeah, man, these people just didn't, you know, the Spirit's not dealing with these people, man. All right, you know, we got the 100% truth here in Great Millstone, man. This is, you know, we got hope, man. These people don't, man. You know, but that was it to that, man. Hopefully, it was an edifying video for the hopeful righteous elect. Call Lam Leha Bashim Hashai, double honor to the apostles, salutations to the elect. Till next time, Shalom, Apapa Paul, Kwame Shurala.